So here, as you can see, we have selected this 3D modeling workspace so that we got this tool orientation as per 3D modeling purpose. So that is the first you should do. And after that, you have to select any of these uh, isometric view, and then all is set. And then you can start working 3D modeling in AutoCAD. So here you can see that this is called pivot, or you can say UCS icon as well. UCS icon is showing in color X, Y, and Z. So all of this is showing the positive direction of these three axes, X, Y, and Z. So here, as you will all can see, this crosshair has been changed as well. Okay, so in 3D you will get with this crosshair showing three axes, X, Y, and Z. And we got this 3D modeling workspace. In this home tab, we got this modeling panel. We got this mesh solid editing. After creating your solids, you can edit those. So for this, these tools will.
So your screen is not visible.
Sir,
Okay,
your screen.
all right. Sorry, let me check once. Okay, so I hope this is visible now.
Yes.
Hello. Okay. All right, fine. So here you all can see that we have selected this 3D modeling workspace. According to that, we got all these tools organized according to 3D modeling purpose. For our modeling purpose, we need these tools. So that's why we choose this 3D modeling workspace so that these tools come handy. And after that, you have to choose any view, isometric view from these four, or else what you can do if it is still in the top view, so you can switch into that from this view cube as well. Click on this any of this four corner. So you see this four corner. So this southwest, this corner is southeast, this corner is northeast, and this corner is northwest. So according to your requirement, you click on this corner. Okay, and here, as you can see, this should be WCS, and then your projection is perspective projection. So when you got this perspective projection, you got, if you come into this space where you see horizon. Okay, and about the sky, so here if you go to the visualize tab, so this sky is off, so that's why. So for that, you on these things. So we will later discuss about these things. Before that, let's know about 3D modeling. So if you click on this, you will come to this home view, that is southwest isometric. Okay, now let's discuss about visual style. Okay, so we have these visual styles. So where we got under this home tab in this view panel. Okay, so we have this, this is the first option is visual style, and then this is for view. So you can change the view. Okay, so from here as well, you can change to front or back. All right, you can change it, or top again from here as well you can change and it will be aligned with that. Okay, and let's know about this visual style. So visual style is like effect. You are visualizing your model with this effect. So 2D wireframe is like with the lines and curve. This is for mostly your 2D design orientations. And with this conceptual visual style, you got gooch face style, like warm and cool color shade with this, and you got model details. And with the hidden visual style, all the back faces are hidden and mostly in 2D wireframe style, but all the back faces are hidden. And realistic, where you got all the materials exactly on your object, uh, more realistic effect. And
We
this,
can choose. Can we choose the materials?
yes, so we can apply materials. So for that, see this visualize tab is there. So here we got this material panel, and here we have this material browser. From there we can access materials and we put on our objects. And
Okay, so
then
it's basically
yes,
just like a SketchUp. It means,
yeah,
yeah.
like yes,
Downloading
yes.
image, we can select it from the material
Hmm.
browser, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. You can
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
yes, include your image into materials and then you apply it on it, and in this realistic visual style only you can see the materials applied on your object. Okay,
Okay.
and this shaded is there. Shaded visual style is like uh, to shade, gray shade with gray shade it will show you. And here this is same shaded but it will show with the edges. Okay, like if there are segments, so you can uh, get the segments lines, edge lines with the shaded visual style. And this shaded of gray is like a shade with monochromatic colors. And sketchy, you all got this with the name that like drawing, handmade drawing like effect with this sketchy. And wireframe, so here you got the 2D wireframe and wireframe. So 2D wireframe, it's only about 2D, it won't show you the 3D faces, 3D surfaces, which is in Z dimension. That won't be visible, but here it's with the lines and curves, you got 3D faces as well. And X-ray is like X-ray effect. Okay, so let me show you creating a primitive. So these you can call primitives. Okay, or you can simplify with that uh, predefined geometric shapes. So that's called primitives. So these are, you can say, simple or standard primitives. So these geometric shapes are very simple. Box, let's create a box. So like how we created a rectangle in 2D, same like that we have to create a, from first corner to second corner we have to specify the base area and then we have to give the height. Okay, just I'm doing it random clicks, and here you see this is right now realistic, but we are not getting anything like that. So because we haven't applied any materials here, so it will be like similar with others, like if I choose shaded with gray, so you will see some very minor difference. Okay, so let me show you the difference between 2D wireframe and wireframe. So here you see this is 2D wireframe, so you are getting this 2D lines basically, like this line and curve. But if you choose 2D wireframe to only wireframe, so you can select this with this volume. You can guess the volume, you can select the curve. So if you want to select now, if you are selecting this, the whole object is being selected. But if you want to select the edge or the face, so with control, holding the control key, if you select, you can select individual components of this object. Okay, so here you see this solid face is selected, but if you choose this to 2D wireframe, even if I, so here only this, it's showing you the solid face, but it's here you can only identify it as a 2D rectangle line, right? So that's the difference between 2D wireframe and normal wireframe. Okay, now let me move to this selection panel. Selection panel here, in default condition, this no filter is selected. No filter means there is no, this filter is not applied. So means this total object will be selected. Let me switch into realistic visual style. This total object will be selected. And if you choose vertex, so in default condition, if you choose, if you select this, so you cannot select any other thing as except vertex. Okay, you can select only vertex, you cannot select any other except vertex. So that's, you add filter like edge. If you specify edge, so then you will only select edge, so there is no chance of any mishandling of your object. So you can only select edge, and with this you can move your edge and you can change the shape of your object. Okay, this edge, you can select the face as well. With this face you can increase the face distance. This way you can change. If you select this face, you can, so here I'm selecting this face, and here this 3 axis is showing with this icon. This is called gizmo, Gizmo, gizmo. Here you select, see this move gizmo is the default. So whenever you select, you will get this move gizmo by default. Okay,
Can
so
we mention
yes,
specific heights, like just I'm moving up and
absolutely,
mention, yeah, okay. So
absolutely.
just I'm just typing the 10. So
Absolutely
whatever will
right,
be the unit, it will be converted, or sorry, it will be get upside to 10, right?
right,
Yeah.
absolutely, yes. It's like the same as per our last classes. So if we select, we got this move gizmo. So with this gizmo, you can move, rotate, and scale. So for that, you can choose move gizmo, rotate gizmo, scale gizmo. If no gizmo is selected, means there will be no gizmo, even if you select any object. So that's the thing only. And you can choose rotate gizmo to, so these are your axis handle. This is for red is for x-axis, green is for y-axis, and blue is for z-axis. So these are your axis handle. Even for move gizmo, these are called axis handle. Scale gizmo is there. So if you choose scale, here you can provide the scale factor, like if you provide 5, it will be 5 times. Here you can provide the scale factor, and you can rotate it. So from here as well, you can choose the rotate gizmo, you can change it to, or else there, this is, this center box is there, this is called gizmo center box. If you right click on it, here from here as well, you can change it to move gizmo. Right click on it again and you can change it to scale gizmo. So this way also you can change. So this option will be very much easier and faster way to uh, change your gizmos. Okay, so let's choose rotate, and let me show you with this rotate. So here you can see, and when this uh, dynamic input is on, in this screen you got this box, there you can put the value 60, enter, and it will be rotated. Obviously the rotation is default is anti-clockwise, that is the positive angle direction. Okay, right. Now let's know about the coordinates. So here you see the default workspace. Sorry, not workspace. It's work plane. So the default work plane is our XY. Means whatever I draw, it will be drawn in the on the XY plane, right? So if I drawing any or creating a 3D model, so it is created in XY plane and according to that Z direction, right? But suppose I want to place any this cylinder from this face. Okay, so from this face or like if I want to create, it will be created like this by, but I want to place it horizontally. So how can I do that? So for that we can changes our work planes. So for this coordinates panel is there. Under this home tab, coordinates panel is there. So right now XY is the default work plane. Okay, so for that I will change my work plane from XY to XZ or XZ. Okay, so for that this is the front view, right? So front view I can choose from here. It will align your coordinates according to the views. So this option will allow to align your coordinates according to the view. So here if you choose front, so you see your front is right now XY. Okay, so means XY will be the work plane. It will only change the orientation. Understood? It changed the orientation. And you see this is right now the top. Okay, so you can do this again, world, to come back to world coordinate system, and there these other options are there. So from there you can also do it. So here you see, so you see this icon at origin. So if you don't want to show it, so you can hide it. If it is hidden and you want to bring it back, so you see this icon at origin. If you show if you select this show UCS icon, it will not be shown at this origin point. It will be shown like on your screen only. So like this. So wherever you go, it will be fixed. It will be shown only, like to show the positive direction of these three axes. All right, but it will not be shown at origin. So for that you have to select so you see this icon at origin. Okay, and here you got this X, Y, and Z. Means you will only if you choose this X, so this X will be rotating. This X is rotating. You can ask me that, sir, this uh, Y and Z is rotating. No, actually, this X is the rotation axis. Okay, so X is the rotation axis, and according to that, you are rotating it, and you can specify the angle. So other two axes will be aligned according to that angle. Okay, so you can choose Y. So see this around this Y axis, this is rotating, and if you choose Z, so around this Z axis you can provide the angle, and according to that your axis your coordinates will be aligned. Okay, see. All right, so this way you can set your work planes, your coordinates. Okay, so let's come back to again world. You select world and you come back to the initial position. So like that you can set X, and if you put 90, enter, and from here as well you can do like that. Okay, and if I go with this cylinder and I select the cylinder initial phase, so first point will be the center, and then you have to specify the radius from center to next click distance will be the radius, and you can put the value here as well, like 15 you can put and press enter, and then you give the height. Okay, so here you see this is the z positive direction right now, and if you go to this direction that will be the negative value. Okay, suppose you are placing your mouse pointer and there you put negative value, so that will take the opposite, because here you are mentioning with the direction. Okay, you are mentioning with the direction, so here if you put positive, so this will be the direction. Okay, for the height, and let me press enter, and here you see. Okay, and here if you uh, provide the direction with your mouse pointer, this is the direction, and there you put -45, then it will go to the negative direction. All right, and again you can come back to your world. All right, we have this F6, that is for dynamic UCS. We have this functional key F6 for dynamic UCS. Currently F6 dynamic UCS is currently on. Here you see I have put it off. This dynamic UCS is off, and right now this is on. Okay, so what is the function of dynamic UCS? You see in this UCS we can change, right? But if dynamic UCS is on, so then you don't have to change your UCS, your coordinates all the time. That will work dynamically. All right, so let me show you how. Let me do with this cylinder again. Now I want to draw at this face. Okay, according to this face, your coordinates will be aligned, and if you create, okay, according to that face, this is the XY, and this will be the positive Z direction. All right, that because your UCS, if I put it off, see dynamic UCS is off, and now if I try to draw any object on this face, right now see no face is being highlighted, and if I click it will be created at XY plane. So let me show you. See, it will be created according to the XY plane. Okay, so for that, this coordinates tools will help you to change your coordinates. So for creating complex models, sometimes we need to change our coordinates position or work plane orientation. So for that we need to change sometimes this coordinates. Okay, so let me show you this box, cylinder, cone, sphere, pyramid. With this primitives, very minimum changes, you can create some objects. Okay, so for that let me create a box. So I have clicked on it. At this point I have clicked, and then I'm dragging. Here you can specify the length. You can specify it as a cube if it is a cube, so that you can you can specify only one length. Okay, so let's specify 250, so that this is cube, and in this direction it is placed, and you can rotate it after that as well. Okay, so next is cylinders. For the cylinder you have to specify the center, Then you if you have the diameter value, for that you have to choose this D, enter, or click on this diameter, and the value will be taken as a diameter 50, that is taken as a diameter, and then you give the height. So this is how we will create cylinder, and cone is like the same creation method. Center, specify the radius or diameter, then the height. So by default this top radius is set as a 0. Here you can change the top radius. Okay, so top radius, if you change like 350. Okay, so here you see top radius is set as 350, then you define the height. Okay, so this kind of things. Here, before specifying the center, you can specify that if this is a tangent radius, or if it is elliptical in shape, so that you can specify, but before specifying the center point. So it will be elliptical, so let me provide the center. This is the first axis and this is the second axis. Okay, and then as because this is a cone, so you can match the top radius with the same, you can match it, the top radius, or if there is anything to be changed, the top radius, so that you also can change. Okay, all right, so with this you can create your normal very simple objects like chair and table, chair, and stairs, that you can do. So let me create a steps here. So for that I'll choose so yes. Okay, okay, so here I have done it randomly. Okay, now what you can do is you select, copy, this will be the base point, and then do with the arrow. I have already showed this array option in copy. Click on this array, and what will be the number of steps that will be in this number of items of array. Let me select 12, and then you specify this as a second point, this as a second point. Okay, and here you see your steps has been placed. All right, so this how you can place your steps. Okay, and same with the baluster, you can place. If we create some 2D objects and then we want to convert them into 3D, so for that we have some tools like extrude, loft, revolve, sweep. These options are available. Okay, so for that let me show you with extrude option. So for that let me go with this. If I change this from world to left or right, so let me go with left, and here I will choose this top face, and that will be the orientation. Okay, so right now it's like this. So here I will create a stair side view. Okay, so for that let me go with this line, or I can choose polyline as well. Okay, so before that let me check the unit You can enter units, and insertion scale will be millimeters. Okay, and dash DWG units, that will be 3 millimeter. Display format 2, linear display precision 2, and that is yes, that I can yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so now let's create this polyline. Okay, so this is the first point, and if I press shift, even this ortho mode will be on for temporary, and if I release the shift key, it will be off. So what will be the value? That is your 150. For specifying the value, you can release your shift, it will work in the straight direction, or better you on this 150, enter. Okay, let me zoom this, let me fit into the screen. Move gizmo, let me move this aside from the UCS icon. Yes, next, again with the polyline. So this will be 250, again 150, enter, and 250. Yes, so that you can copy. Okay, so copy is the command. This is, so choose array, and number of steps, let's specify 11. All right, and again you can do with the polyline option. So here you can identify with this object snap tracking mode, this will be the intersection point, and here, or else you can give the value, and let's join all of this, press enter, and here you see this is as a single object. And right now let's change this to world. Right now change this to world. This is the world coordinate system. It's back. So here you see, and now if I choose this extrude option, press enter, and here I can extrude this. Let's provide the value 3050, press enter. All right, so this way we can extrude. Okay, so suppose you need to change the run length you have done with the extrusion, so that you can do with this face selection face, and you select this face and you move this, again you move this, like move it to 2000, give the value in this direction, and that will be decreased. Okay, now let's create with loft. Okay, so for that, again we can do according to our work plane. So I will uh, place some profiles to create loft. So generally with the loft, what we can do, we can create some 2D profiles in Z direction, and that those profiles will be connected with volumes to create a 3D solid with loft option. Okay, so for that, let me show you. So I'll choose front view, and here you also choose from here as well, or you choose from here top right now. So, and here you see this is currently as perspective projection, so you have to change that. You can change from this context menu. This is called context menu. This is set as perspectives. Here you have to change it to parallel. Okay, and you can change this from realistic to 2D wireframe if you need to, but here to work fine, no problem with that. So let me go with this. Okay, so with this arc we can create and again line. Okay, so I have this guideline, and what I'll do, I will place some circles. Okay, I will place some circles here. So for that I can do it from the world coordinate system as well. I can do this. So better you create with the line, some lines. So let me show you properly. So let me do this line connected, and where you create some circles, so there you create some lines that will help you. You can array these as well. Okay, so select this, copy this array, number of items like you can give it to 50, you can provide. Here we are doing it randomly, so let's see. Okay, so I don't need these lines. I'll delete this, and here you see, let's trim this. Okay, and you can again come back to world, and here from here as well. So let's create with circles. Okay, so this is the first circle, and with this is same, this radius is same up to this point, right? So for that, what we can do, we can copy this, co enter copy, this is the base point, and you can place one by one. Okay, so this way you will place all of this. So up to this. Now here again go to circle, from this to this, enter. This will be the center from here to this. See, enter. All right. Here we can place some more profiles. I'll tell you why I'm placing more profiles in between this. So let's place 5, enter. So copy again, base point, then array, 3 is enough. Okay, so now we don't need these lines, so we can delete these lines. And now what we'll do, this line should be deleted. So select one line and go with this select similar. All these lines will be selected. And now this loft. And for this loft, you have to select in order. You cannot select this and after this and after this, or you cannot select this and this first. You have to select all of these profiles in order, in that order which is placed. So why I have placed some profiles over there. See, if I select this and after that this, so in between this there is so much gap, so that can be filled up like this curve. So if there is such profile, so it will go in such way so that I get the perfect shape. So that's why I have placed some more profiles over there, so it will define the shape properly. The gap between the next profile to the next profile will define what will be the volume. Okay, so now let's select this profile, then this profile, then second. See, you can see the volume has been created. You have to select it one by one.
Actually, your screen is getting disconnected. Can you show it once again, please?
Yeah, I'm showing this. Select this way. This all of these profiles are selected. You
Okay.
have to go with this selection. Just select
Just
this.
okay. So just we need to select the profiles, right?
Yes. Okay. Now this, see, as I have told you, there is such gap, so that's why it's filled up like this. So for that we had to create some more profiles over there. Okay, I hope you understood. And now press enter and it will ask you to if there is any such path, so you can give that path. So in that path direction, all of these profiles, the volume will be directed. And if there is cross section only, then you choose cross section only. So here we got this. Okay, so if you needed this, here you needed straight profile, so you could select, you could create some more profiles in between this profile to this profile. This gap you could fill with some more profiles, so you could get straight one. But I needed this like this. Okay, so this way we can use loft. All right, so next is revolve is already showed to you. We can use that revolve to, let me undo. So this part can be revolved. This can be revolved, right? Now let me move this to enter 0, 0. This 0, 0. Enter 0, 0 is, so here you see this is currently as a single profile, and I can convert this 2D profile into 3D with revolve. So let's bring back our world coordinate system and the view. Okay, so if I select this and I go to revolve option, then I can directly specify the axis and the rotation angle, and it will be done. And if I first choose this revolve, then I have to select this object and press enter, then specify the axis. From this point to this point will be the axis, and it will be filled in 360, right? Suppose you want to create a section, so you can fill it 180-degree. Okay, so 360-degree will be the revolve angle, so 360 and enter. Okay, so this way we can choose revolve as well. Okay, we can use another option that is called sweep. So for that, let me again go with front view. So set my coordinate, align with front, and choose the top. And the projection from here as well, I can choose the projection parallel. Okay, so let me go with this polyline option. Choose 1000 or 350, 450. Okay, and 250. Let me choose some arc, and if you press Control, it will change the direction. Okay, see, all right. So this way, now again come back to line. this is right now as a single line. You can, if you need to fillet this corner, you can fillet this with some radius. So let's do the radius. Okay, this is a single line. Now let me go back to world again and choose this to a subblue isometric, and let me create a rectangle over there. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll sweep this. So this profile may create for the uh, ceiling surface, you provide like that at the joint of your wall and your ceiling, so that you can do with this sweep. Select this profile first, press enter, then sweep path, then this is done. Okay, so for that should be uh, mirrored, so that can be mirrored. So for that, again, this is the front xy, this is the plane, mi is the command. Select this, enter, first point of mirror line, second point of mirror line, erase source object, yes, I need only mirror, and again bring back your world coordinate system, and then choose sweep option, enter, and here you got this. So how you can rotate your screen here, hold shift button and your mouse scroll button, and holding the mouse scroll button you drag your mouse. Okay, all right, so this is how we create 3D models in AutoCAD. The coordinates will play a major role here, and in any other softwares like Revit also you will find these things very useful. You need to there you will find as a work plane. So this concept, if it is clear here, you will understand Revit very easily. Okay,
Hello.
yes, hello.
Yes, sir. Talking about Revit, there we can select a plane and then give extrusion to the given profile. Here can we give a extrusion in an element which is going in multiple coordinates, like from like a tap. We have the tap nose. First, it is going in a direction, and that slightly it moves downward. So, is it possible in this?
So here you have to change the work plane orientation. According to that,
Just like in
yes.
Revit, we used to give a set of plane. We select a plane and that provide a profile in this. Same we have to do here also.
No, not like that. You will not get here.
Okay,
It won't be that much similar.
okay.
Okay. So this is all about today's class. Is there any question?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the staircase part. Like we did copy and then array, but
Mm-hmm.
in the case of having a slant angle, like the elevation angle, how can we do it? Like if the floor to floor height is 3 feet, and if that the staircase is going taking a lot of space, and I have to give a elevation angle, like likewise.
So with that, you have to create the 2D profile.
Sir, I'm not. Your screen is not visible.
My screen. Okay. The way I have created this 2D profile and then I have extruded. So you have to create the 2D profile according to that. So then you will get all that angle.
Okay.
Okay, so let me take the attendance. Akshay is present. Okay, Akshay. Pranita. Uh, Rohit is present. Saurav present.
Yeah, yeah.
Piyush is there. Piyush. Okay, Piyush is not there. Who is AG? Anirudh.
Sir, it's me.
Anirudh.
Yes, Anirudh.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you explain the mesh and the solid editing parts?
Yes. I will explain that in later class. Means
Okay.
tomorrow.
Even the
Okay.
section plane, right? Okay.
Yes. I will.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, so any more question?
Sir, are you providing any homework for this uh, chapter? Like any?
No, not for today's part. Today you
Okay.
have to practice with some basic objects, and tomorrow I will provide you the task. So you practice this so that you can
Yeah.
complete those tasks. Okay then. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir.